This is one of the most important principles to understand about the flow of life, and this is the law of becoming. So, the law of becoming simply states that in every moment and in every time you are becoming, you are evolving, okay? Because there is what we call movement. Movement is that there is nothing ever rests. This is called the law of vibration. Everything moves, everything vibrates, nothing rests. So there is always the movement. Everything is always moving. Even the things which seem as if they are static, even the objects which seem as if they are still, they are moving. Because deep within those objects, we have subatomic particles. These subatomic particles are always vibrating at different degrees, at different frequencies, but they're certainly vibrating. And vibration is what we call movement. The sun is the planets are always moving, evolving around the sun. The sun is always rotating. There is always movement. The organisms in your body, the cells, the DNA are always moving, right? So there's this principle of movement, of becoming. Okay, so when you master this principle of becoming, something happens. Why? Because becoming is the higher state of consciousness, meaning that when you become something, you will naturally do what that version does, and then you will have what that version needs to have. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you want to have something, don't ask yourself, what should you do first? No. The first thing to ask yourself is, I want to have a car. The question should be, who must I become to have a car? Because I don't have a car, it means that I have not yet become who I'm supposed to be to have the car. So in order for you to become, you must be. Another bar. Write it down. So in order for you to have, you must become. But in order for you to become, you must be. So how do you be? To be means that you embody that becoming that you want to become. So let's say you want to have $1 million, you want to have a house, you want to have a car, you want to have a healthy relationship, whatever it is that you require to have. In order for you to have, you must become. And when you become, you will do what you have to do so that you will have. That is why before people become champions, before people win, before they become champions, they are already being champions. They do what champions have to do, which is put in the work, put in the effort, and then the effect of winning happens. In other words, the effect of having comes about when you are becoming. And before you become, you must be. So the question is, who do you want to become? You need to first understand who you need to become, or rather, what do you want to have? That is more simpler and easier for you to understand. So take a pen and a paper, write down all the things that you want to have. You have to do. Becoming comes about from the beliefs that you have, the mental attitudes that you have, the convictions that you have. So it means that because you don't have these things, you are at a current identity that you need to dissolve, or you need to put down for you to become who you're supposed to become. So you need to do what? You need to challenge the beliefs that you have. You need to become aware of the mental attitudes, mental conceptualizations about the reality that you really have. And when you change the within, this means that you've dealt with the self-limiting beliefs, you've dealt with the identity that you have. In other words, you've shifted completely from the old self to the new self. This being born again of the within is what allows the external to now work out and become. Okay, so once you are now approaching you are working to change your identity, your beliefs, what will naturally happen is that you'll start feeling a new kind of person, start feeling a new kind of way, whereby you're now aligning to the beliefs that you have. So what I want you to do is also incorporate visualization of the end goal of whatever it is that you want. And then ask yourself, what can I do right now that will enable me to move a step further or a step closer to my overall goal? And once you now do that, you will now start becoming who you're supposed to become. And once you become, you will have what you are supposed to have. And guys, that's all I had for you in this video. I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awake.